Let's show some love for Mr. David Brody.
Thank you so much. As is probably obvious, I'm well on my way to becoming a hip-hop mogul. And the road has not been easy. And I know looking out at you that it seems from here that many of you have mogul on your mind. And I wrote this song to tell you about my experiences so that you can benefit from my research. I couldn't talk like I was hip, so I never was invited to party with the A-list crowd. I always felt so slighted. I knew I had to up my game, double down, bone up on hipper jargon. Schooled myself on MP3s, buck a piece, what a bargain. 'Cause now I'm taking it old school. On the D-Lo. What up, sup? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chilling with my homies, rolling with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real. So don't be bugging, for shiggity, for shizzle. You say my crib just ain't all that, well I'll redecorate and bling. I'll find a fine biatch, will do the nasty thing. And if she starts tripping, jacked on crack, whoa, acting whack, I'll just holler to my homies, I know they got my back. Now that I'm giving it old school. On the D-Lo. What up, sup? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chilling with my homies, rolling with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real. So don't be bugging, for shiggity, for shizzle. Yo, up in my ride, my RZA and my Rizzle, Bentley or a Benz filled with hizzles and with hizzles. With my super flyers, ho, I'll cruise a hood, I'll make the scene. Party chugging crystal in my Hummer limousine. Now that I'm kicking it old school. I'm the D-Lo. What up, son? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chilling with my homies, rolling with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off the hook. Fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real. So don't be bugging, for shiggity, for shizzle. Now you know I'm representing, drop some dudes, pop some peeps. 5-0, P50, but this G thing is for keeps. If someone drive-by bust a cap, you find me bleeding out near dead. Dog, like there's an upside, it'll only boost my street cred. Now that I'm kicking it old school. On the D-Lo. What up, son? Say what, it's all good, yo, y'all, you know I'm down, bro. Chilling with my homies, rolling with my crew, hanging with my posse, love that OG thing we do. Don't get up in my grill, my dog, my dizzle, word that's off a hook. It's fat, it's fly, it's hizzle, just keeping it real. So don't be bugging, for shiggity, for shizzle. For shiggity, for shizzle. You know I love to say, for shizzle. Shout out to my homies, peace out, word. Yeah. Thank you. Well, now that you know something about me, it's not all been great being a hip-hop mogul. You know, I've had my down days, and I went recently to renew my driver's license, and the woman looked at it, and she said, she looked at her screen, she said, "Are you still 150 pounds?" And shamefacedly, of course, I had to admit that I was not. And I was driving home, I got to the mailbox, and in the mailbox was my Social Security statement. And I realized that on the one hand, some numbers were way too high, and on the other hand, some numbers were way too low. And I realized that my problem was really the problem of our country right now, and I figured we need a new national anthem. So I wrote the song. It's called Fat and Broke. Just eat much less, or you'll slim down if that's your aim. Eat just what you need, you'll stay the same. Consume more than you earn, why extra pounds, that's all you earn. I'm fat and broke, 'cause those are things I never learned. Fat and broke, fat and broke. Thought I was doing fine, what a joke. I lost touch, got so confused, I screwed up, got no excuse. Close my eyes, I just wanna croak, so fat and broke. I was happy, drugged and lazy the past 10 years, hazy, shrouded in a fog of popcorn, gallon jugs of Coke, sitting on the couch, watch TV, bought everything they tell me, gratified and satisfied, floating on a rising tide. Now I'm mortified, I'm terrified to end up fat and broke. You'll pile up money if you just save part of your take. Your pocket's empty if you spend each cent you make. You're bleeding red if you spend more than you earn. I'm fat and broke, 'cause those are things I never learned. Oh, fat and broke, fat and broke. Thought I was doing fine, what a joke. I lost touch, got so confused, I screwed up, got no excuse. Close my eyes, I just wanna croak, so fat and broke. Close my eyes, I just wanna grow. You know I'm fat and broke. Thanks. You know, when you're fat and broke, it's hard keeping up your self-esteem. And I'd be the first one to admit that my relationships have suffered. And my girlfriend, she broke up with me, and this is what she said. You asked me to explain why we're through, why I want you out of this house, why I'm so done with you. I've got my reasons why this breakup just can't wait. You asked me why, okay, I'll elaborate. Oh, you're a loser, you're a geek, you're a pinhead, a friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, a twit, yes, a mo. You're a dweeb, a dork, a dummy, and a dick. Next to you, a tree seems smart, made stupidity and art expounding, low rate, low brow, low bottom ideas. Smell like decomposing flesh, make a month-old fish smell fresh, children see. They just break down in tears, it's gone forever. You're a loser, you're a geek, You're a pinhead, yes, one friggin' freak. Though you're a jerk, a twerp, twit, yes, a mo. You're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. How could I have stayed for so long, knowing you were so wrong? It brings me crying to my knees. My mind, it just goes reeling out of touch with all my feelings. Blind to your deficiencies, you're a disease, you're a loser. You're a geek. I said a pinhead, yes, one friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, twit, yes, a mo. You're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. Oh, oh, oh. No one likes your hair or anything you wear. Folks feel nauseous when they see you try and smile. Snaggletooth insane like something's rotting in your brain. You're a vote, though your friends just say you're vile. They're sympathetic, you're a loser. I said a geek. Oh, a pinhead, yes, one friggin' freak. Oh, you're a jerk, a twerp, twit, yes, a mo. You're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. Even optimists say there's no cause for hope. Try to hang yourself, you only scare that poor little rope. If the dumb was a world religion, oh, you'd be oh, 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 'cause you're a dweeb, a dog, a dummy, and a dope. Thank you. You know, there's something that's been bothering me about the whole folk scene. It's just, it's just filled with lefties, and the 1% never gets any respect here. The whole thing, all the songs are, we shall overcome, right? And like, nothing is like, there are no good songs about we're going to oppress you, right? So, I always want to serve underserved populations as part of my sense of community. I don't know about you, right? My sense of community, serve underserved populations. And I want to be the folk singer of the 1%, And it was, I've had a lot of heartbreak recently. Mitt Romney losing the election. It's just, I don't know what's happening with my party. Anyway, so I wrote the song, and I'm sure, whoa, sparks will fly. I wrote this song for my homies. Hate the game. Just 'cause I came out on top don't mean that I'm the one to blame. Just because my life has been a stunning winning streak and you're a well-intentioned loser, predictable and weak, a freak, don't hate the player, hate the game. I've got the money so those pretty girls, they're calling out my name. You're angry, you got nothing, played by the rules, but the game you played's been designed for fools. I started out by dealing meth, coke and tons of crack. Clientele was super loyal, they'd use the stuff and hurry back. If someone started tweaking, tried to give me flack, I got skills, got my cash, sometimes some heads got cracked, maybe somebody got whacked. Then I sold guns, rocket launchers, bombs and mines and tanks, quality munitions, no dummies, duds or blanks. I sold to rebels, dictators, little kids, they all said thanks. Paid in cash and diamonds and I trucked it to the bank. Don't hate the player, no hate the game. Just 'cause I came out on top don't mean that I'm the one to blame. Just because my life has been a stunning winning streak and you're a well-intentioned loser, predictable and weak, a freak, don't hate the player, hate the game. I've got the money so those pretty girls, they're calling out my name. You're angry, you got nothing, playing by the rules, but the game you played's been designed for fools. Then I sold slaves, quite a business, Muslim, Christian, Jew, women, men, and children, every shade and every hue. Business, it's just business, some folks win and others lose. Love an open market, if a buyer meets my asking price, well, how could I refuse? Dude, that would just be rude. Now I sell CDOs on Wall Street. Life's much more refined. High-priced hookers, chauffeured limousines, expense account for wine, and when there are losses in the billions, problems never mind. Your taxes aid will bail me out and juice my bottom line. That arrangement worked just fine. Don't be a hater, 'cause you're a waiter, or the gal who washes pots and pans and bowls. Don't be a hater, no blame. blame the creator, he made you a decent sort. Me without a soul, you know, I'm out of control. Don't hate the player, no, hate the game. It's dog eat dog, the wild, the mild, the dominant, the tame. My life's just a ball, I'm a winner, I take all. Don't hate this player, no, hate the game. 2, 3, 4. Dog, chill, it's just a game.
Yeah.
Thank you. I should have fellow travelers here. Coming back to a more personal matter, you know, when my girlfriend broke up with me, I realized I really felt bad, so I had this new surgical process to have my feelings removed, and it really worked great. It really is at the heart of all my success, because, you know, if you don't feel anything, you can screw anybody over. And it's really just made life so much more fun and predictable. I realized after that I wrote this song about, should a woman break up with me again? This is what I'll say. You say you've fallen out of love with me, wanna let go, wanna be free. You say you think that we should just be friends. Well, I think you're right, the time has come. So if you wanna call it quits, why, let's be friends, but friends with benefits. If I never see my folks again for the holidays, so be it then. And if we never have those kids, much better yet, no regrets. And when you find yourself a boyfriend, he might get jealous, well, maybe just a bit, 'cause we'll still be friends, friends with benefits. Why should we give up the only little thing that we could do so well together? Don't forget our large investment in rubber, lace, and leather, and in love. We could still be hand in glove, the finest fit, oh, just like friends, friends with benefits. Oh, on the surface, we're so hot. Dig a little deeper, probably not. But even really shallow people need some friends, special friends. We'll have fun, we'll hang and chill. If we go out, we'll split the bill, that splits. Just like friends, but friends with benefits. And you know your body speaks to me, so I can always tell you, see, just what you want before you even do. Oh, you. And I know when to be sweet, when to act like a total degenerate. So let's be friends, but friends with benefits. Why should we give up the only little thing that we could ever hope to get right? The only thing that we could ever do without World War III in sight. Fight all night just because we're not in love. Oh, and soon I'll be your ex. We could still be friends, really friendly, having oh, such great sex, then more sex. So let's be friends, best of friends with benefits. Don't give up those benefits, friends. Thank you, thank you. I do a fair amount of reading, and sometimes that serves as a basis for a song. And I did read this book by, wow, I'm in a bookstore and I'm spacing his name. Emergency. Anyone else read this? His name is, I'm going to kick myself. Anyway, you can all Google it. He used to be a New York Times correspondent who wrote on rock. And he also wrote a book on Motley Crue. He was in their bus and traveled around with them. He wrote another book on picking up girls. He got into the whole subculture of people who train themselves to be good at picking up girls. And then he wrote this book about people who think, you know, things could fall apart at any moment, and they teach themselves all kinds of survival skills. So after reading this book called Emergency, I wrote this song. It's important to plan ahead. Better safe than sorry, alive than dead. Nature don't care, spring surprises and traps don't rule out a social or financial collapse. Battles for water, food and oil, massacres for fertile soil, and those dangerous. C for something chemical, and A, that's an explosive device. Take my advice when it's a fan, bug out. Make a plan, little man, bug out. Grab that bag, hit the road. It's gonna get real bad when your world implodes. Oh, when it's a fan, bug out. You better be prepared, that's what I'm talking about. You be glad you did, without a doubt. Oh, when it's a fan, my brother, you best be gone. You'll need clean water, food, and some kind of shelter, safe place to lay low while all the helter-be-skelter. Some matches, a knife, a good pair of boots, book about plants, you could be living on roots, blankets for steak, get a radio so bold. Get yourself ready, better learn how to cope. Don't be a dope when it's a fan, bug out. Make a plan, little man, bug out. Grab that bag, hit the road. It's gonna get real bad when your world implodes. Oh, it's a fan, bug out. Better be prepared, that's what I'm talking about. You be glad you did, without a doubt. Oh, when it's a fan, my brother, you best be gone. Get with your own, with your clan. If not, get a gun. Better 2, 3, or 4. Learn to shoot while you run. Cause when it's a fan, some won't be prepared. Folks act real bad when they're hungry and scared. Learn how to fight or make yourself tough when it's a fan. Gonna get plenty rough. Learn from Rwanda and Katrina, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Haiti, and Darfur. There's never been a shortage of disaster war. History, listen by the score. There'll be plenty more in store. So when it's a fan, bug out. Make a plan, little man, bug out. Grab that bag, yeah, hit the road. Gonna get real bad when your world implodes. So when it's a fan, bug out. You better be prepared, that's what I'm talking about. You be glad you did, without a doubt. Oh, well, it's a fan, my brother, you best be gone. You best be gone. You best be. Thank you. It's been a delight being here. Thank you to Soul Food Books. Thank you to our Sandman. Thank you, Clint, right?
Clint.
Oh, that's Clint. Thank you to Clint. I'm going to do one more song here. If you're interested in my music, please go to davidbrodymusic.com. There are a bunch of recordings up there with multiple instruments, multiple vocals. I play a bunch of other stuff and use some virtual instruments. I'm kind of on the way to doing a CD, but you can get a preview of it up there, as well as some videos. And if you want a card, I'd be happy to give you one when I come off the stage. Please don't mob me, just by the stage door, not in the mosh pit here. Right? Last thing I'll do here, sometimes, you know, I get lonely and I just sing duets with myself, and this is one of them. Baby, got quite the history. So much drama in your past. You're just like someone on TV. I've searched the web, it's clear you've kept a few things hidden. Time to fess up, babe, who you think you're kidding. No, no, please don't Google me, had some rough days, much worse nights. Must be someone with the same name I got. Don't click on that site. I know I'm far from perfect, not much school, lot less church. Don't go there, babe, leave that site and search. Well, I might have robbed a bank or two, knocked off a quickie mark, but I treated folks uncommon good, got a great big heart. Check that tape on YouTube, see nothing but polite. I said, please give me the money, thank you sir, God bless, good night. Well, yeah, that's me in Omaha. Said I was Warren Buffett's sis. I said I had investments that really couldn't miss. Made off with a pile of cash down to Calexico. But the Federalists grabbed me, how they made me, I don't know. Yeah, that's me with a shotgun. Might have used it once or twice, but never on small children, only folks who weren't nice. They knew they had it coming, at least that's the way I feel. Someone had a problem, someone's gotta keep it real. Well, I never could afford to shop Rodeo Drive, but dressing in fine fashion makes this girl feel more alive. To have the finer things in life, I pocket them sometimes. Pay $6 for a scarf, that would be a crime. No, no, please don't Google me at some rough days. My choice nights must be someone with the same name I got. Don't click on that site. I know I'm far from perfect. Not much school, Lord less church. Don't go there, babe, believe that sad and search. Maybe I was wild, ran some drugs from Mexico. Sure, I lived the high life for a while, I had the dough. Cars and chicks and lines of coke, living large a couple years. Now I'm getting all nostalgic, gotta wipe away a tear. Well, yeah, I worked in Vegas, entertainment industry. Plenty other pretty girls did much the same, you see. Yes, that's me sliding down the pole, center of the bar. But I always had limits, guys could only go so far. Yeah, that's me in prison. It was decent, it was clean. You get a bed in 3 squares, so it ain't no haute cuisine. But there's some who only spoil the place, talking criminals in the joint. So you use that shank, they generally get the point. Well, yeah, that's me in prison, but I'm not at all embarrassed. Met some fine folk in the pen, though I like Martha more than Paris. Cops said I was DUI, reckless, drunk, and rash. Glad they didn't search the trunk, find the coke that fills my stash. No, no, please don't Google me at some rough days. My twist nights must be someone with the same name I got. Don't click on that site. I know I'm far from perfect, and I'm at school, a lot less church. Don't go there, babe, believe that sad and search. Baby, you're no mystery. You've had quite the past, but your future's here with me. Some might criticize the way that you've been living, but it's clear you're the one for me. And it's clear you're the one for me. It's clear you're the one for me.